Hey yo, I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. Back again today with another toy review featuring the G.I. Joe 50th anniversary line. Today we're taking a look at the Viper's Pit 3-pack. This was one of the first wave of 3-packs that came out, along with the Eagle's Edge featuring Hulk, Leatherneck, and Destro. This particular set features a Cobra Viper Officer, Beachhead, and a Cobra Trooper, along with a myriad of cool accessories. So, very cool pack. I'm looking forward to opening this thing and taking a look at the figures. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and open this thing up and do a quick review of all the figures included. So, stick with us. So this is the Viper's Pit. Comes with the Cobra Viper Officer, Beachhead, and Cobra Trooper. On the back, we've got the file cards for the 3 figures. Other than that, it's pretty standard, what we're used to with the 50th anniversary 3-packs here. Again, this one was the second of the 2, or it was out of the first set of releases, so wave 1, I guess you could say. With the Eagle's Edge being the first one, though I don't know if it's 1 or 2 or whatever, but of the 2 that they released to begin with, this is one of them. So we're going to go ahead and open this thing up. Empty box now becomes recycling material. We've got the figure stands here. Comes with this nice blue cardboard backing that I guess you could use for something if you want to, but for me it's going to be recycled as well. And here are the 3 figures. Pretty cool looking. Let's go ahead and remove them. Then we'll start taking a look at the individual First we got the Cobra Trooper. And we got this cool razor wire stuff. We've got a knife, a rocket launcher with a non-removable rocket, a pistol with a removable silencer, a little bent it looks like, and a second pistol with a removable silencer. Pretty cool. This one isn't as badly bent. Moving on, in the center we have Mr. Beachhead himself. With his weapon. With his comes a bag of explosives, his crossbow, which comes apart very easily. He's got a knife and a pistol that's taped in here, so we're going to cut the tape on both of these. A small pistol, and a small knife. And then his backpack, which has a slot in the back for the crossbow. And the last figure in the set is the Viper Officer. with his assault rifle. Pretty cool looking. Backpack. Small submachine gun. And pistol. Now that's all recycling as well. Go ahead and remove the tape and dump out the figure stands. The figure stands are what we've come to expect from the 50th anniversary line. They have the either Cobra or G.I. Joe symbol raised and with this nice kind of gold metallic paint, and then the code names on the front. Cobra Trooper, Beachhead, and Cobra Viper Officer. So, cool. This is what comes with the set. A lot of good accessories in here, some cool figures. So, we'll go ahead and zoom in on these individually now and do a quick review for you. So we're going to start out here with the Cobra Officer. Sorry, the Cobra Trooper. So he comes with his weapon rubber banded to his hand. So I'm going to take off that rubber band to begin with and throw that in the trash. Then taking a look at the figure itself, some very nice detail work. It's a sculpt we've seen before, but it works really well for this particular figure. It's got the nice kind of 50th Cobra logo right here, the kind of gold. It blends in really well with him. Then just looking at his web gear, got a pistol there, so a lot of good detail work here. A lot of cool stuff here. So, let's see where we want to start with. Let's go with articulation. Well, his helmet is removable, so that's a starting place. Articulation is pretty standard for all the G.I. Joe line here, so his head swivels pretty easily. Not a lot of up and down motion for this particular one, but it works. Shoulder has a ball joint on it, so it rotates and opens and closes. Then he's got a ball swivel joint thing at the elbow, and then just a regular swivel, and so his wrist is also articulated, so very cool. Same thing for the other side. Standard articulation there, and his wrist is articulated here as well, so you can go up and down and kind of angle it whichever way you need to get it to pose the way you want it to. He's got articulation at the waist for the ab crunch feature that we have seen so many times before. Leg articulation is really good. Double knee joints and a joint at the ankles. So very cool. These little knee pads also kind of articulate a little bit. They do turn around a little bit, so if they get off on you, you can always turn them around yourself as needed. On his side, he's got a place for his knife to fit. Fits in there really easily and doesn't want to come out, so that's good. He's also got a pistol holder, so you can take one of the two pistols. We'll go with this one. It does have a silencer on here, so while we're looking at it, you can just pull it off, and it's a two-piece thing. So the pistol does fit into the holster on his leg. Fits in there pretty easily and is secure. There's also the little pocket thing right there for the silencer to fit in. It just slides in there like so. Very cool looking. Then there is another pistol with silencer that can be used with this figure, or it may actually go better with Beachhead. So I'm going to kind of slide it to the side and we'll add it to Beachhead's selection here in a few minutes. Then we have the rocket launcher here. Again, non-removable rocket, but very cool looking rocket launcher. And then his regular assault weapon. Fits in his hands pretty easily. He does not have a backpack, and the pistol on his web gear is non-removable as well. But all in all, this is a pretty cool figure. He can hold both weapons. And carry them both at the same time. If I can keep from knocking his gun out of his hand. And then the barbed wire, I guess he can just carry it around on his back if you want to. Though the barbed wire is not really there to do a whole lot. But it's a nice little, neat little accessory. So, yeah, overall it's a very cool figure. Nice colors, nice detail work on the suit itself. Nice big red logo there in the center on his chest. So yeah, this figure just works really well. Very cool looking. Next up we have the new release of Beachhead. He also comes with his weapon on his wrist with his cool little rubber band thing. So you can just pull off that rubber band and throw it in the trash. So looking at the figure itself, it is an updated version of the original one that we use all the time here. So we'll do a comparison here in a few minutes. But just looking at it in general, it shares the same lower body as the Cobra Trooper we just looked at. So a lot of cool detail work here. And just a different color scheme here for Mr. Beachhead. Articulation is standard for what we anticipate for the 50th anniversary line. His wrists are only, well actually though, they also rotate. So all the standard points of articulation we're used to, plus the extra wrist articulation. So that's pretty awesome. The legs are the same as the other figure that we just reviewed, so standard articulation here, double knee joint, standard hip joint, and standard articulation at the ankle. So overall very cool. Head rotates around. You'll notice that he does have this cool looking, I don't know what you call it, but it's the lower piece of his baklava. So it is removable though, so if you pull his head off, you can actually take that off if you don't like it and put his head back on there and it works fine. I'm going to leave it on there simply because that's the way the figure comes. It does make him look more like it's he's just wearing that hood at that point. So cool. A lot of good detail work on his vest web gear. He's got his cool hat stuffed into the top of his jacket there, so very awesome looking. Those cool little straps there too. So let's go ahead and look at some of his weapons. So he comes with his standard submachine gun assault rifle. Comes with a small little pistol here. We kind of pilfered this from the other Cobra figure, but it's a pistol with a silencer that is removable. We'll come back to that in just a second. He has his standard crossbow here, which unfortunately comes apart really easily. But there's this little peg hole in the back here, and it just snaps in place. And you fit that into that notch there, and then just press down on that, and it snaps in place. And voila, cool little crossbow. Then he's got his bag of munitions. Just got a nice springy plastic. He comes with this nice combat knife and his backpack. So yeah, all in all, a very cool little set here. So let's point out a few things here. So on his leg here, he has a holster for his knife. It fits in there really easily. If your hands aren't as big as mine. It slides in there really easily, stays in place. You don't have to worry about it falling out or anything like that. Then he's got a holster on his side for his pistol. And it does fit in there fairly well, and doesn't slip out. But the thing I wanted to mention is if you take this other pistol that has the silencer on it, it also fits in here really well. And there's also a place right here, as with our Cobra figure, it's that little hole right there. There's a place for you to put the silencer as well. So that's a nice little touch there. I think we've seen that on a few other figures, and it's still a cool feature. I really like that. Moving on to his backpack. It has a place here for you to attach the crossbow. It just fits in there just like so, and stays in place really easily. And some nice detail work on the backpack here. You can see a little quiver of arrows there. Some other nice detail work here. Then it just slides into his back just like that, and then you can add crossbow. It fits really well. Throw his munitions bag over his shoulder. Like so. And he can grab his machine gun, and he's ready to roll. One of the other things I will point out is in this ammunition bag here, while I'm thinking of it, there is a place here, an extra little opening, so you can take like the pistol here and fit it into that bag. So he has a way to carry his pistol, and it will fit pretty much any way you want to put it in there. So that's cool. So then we can now throw that on there. It would also fit a knife if you wanted to put a knife in there, but I like it with a pistol a little bit better. So now he has all of his accessories on his person, and he's ready for combat. So very cool. Cool figure. The last figure in this set is the Cobra Viper Officer, in this nice kind of maroon and gold color scheme. So like the other figures, his assault rifle comes attached to him by way of this clear rubber band thing, which we will promptly move. Then taking a look at the figure itself, again, it's got this nice gold paint job done to the visor of the helmet, so that's really cool. The head does have the regular articulation we're used to. The goggles on this one are non-removable, so unlike some of the other Vipers we've had, these things won't be falling off on you. They still look really cool though. Articulation wise, he's got the standard articulation we're used to. So shoulder joints, elbow joints, and wrist joints as well. It does have the added wrist joint articulation, so very cool with that. I know some of the first Vipers we got had problems. Their hands were just really odd. So this one is kind of cool in that depending on how you want to turn this, he has some shell casing detail work on the inside of his gauntlet right there. So that's kind of a cool little touch. So you can have them either to the inside or outside depending on how you like it. The other side is the same way. Standard articulation at the shoulder joint, at the elbow joint, and the added articulation at the wrist. So very cool there as well. And again, he's got some extra added detail to his gauntlets here, which make it look very cool. His flag vest is pretty awesome looking as well. It is removable if you wanted to take it off, but we're going to leave it on there because it's just awesome. 2 grenades there, which are non-removable. A lot of nice detail work on this vest here. There's a big cool Cobra belt buckle that he's got right there, so that's really awesome. Regular articulation at the hip joints, double knee joints, and the standard articulation at the feet as well. So all in all, a very cool figure. Whoops. I really like the Vipers a lot, and this one is no different. It's very cool. He comes with his standard assault rifle for the Vipers. I've always loved this gun for some reason. It's really cool. A lot of nice detail work on it. Comes with a small pistol, a small submachine gun, and his standard backpack. These backpacks are pretty cool too. So a lot of nice detail work done on them. It plugs into his back really easily. No muss, no fuss. So they've done a nice job of keeping that working pretty well. Go ahead and give him his assault rifle. And then you have a choice of one of 2 weapons that you can arm him with. Because there's not a good place to put his pistol, I'm going to just shove that submachine gun in his back like that, and then give him the pistol in his hand, because he doesn't have a holster for it, which is sad. It's always nice to have holsters for little sidearms like that, but alas, this one does not. But it makes it no less cool. So there is the Cobra Viper Officer. A very nice figure. I love the gray on his outfit here. It's got a couple of different shades of gray here for the different pockets and things like that. So it really works really nicely. So it almost looks like a camouflaged. So here are the 3 figures that comes in this set. All in all, a really awesome set. I don't know why it took me so long to get a hold of this one, but it works really well. The nice gold and gray and maroon colors for the Viper Officer make it stand out. Nice update to the Beachhead figure. and another cool Cobra Trooper figure. For comparison, we've got our handy dandy original 25th anniversary Beachhead figure. So for size comparison, you can see that they're all still in pretty much the same size as we're used to. Very cool looking. And specifically, you can see the differences between the two Beachhead figures. So the new one has really brighter colors, but other than that, not much has changed. It's still definitely a Beachhead figure. So I kind of like the more subdued color scheme with the older figure, but I really like the sculpt on the new figure on everything except for the boots. I think I like these boots much better than these for some reason. And I do miss the belt buckle from the original release. But other than that, it's a good update for the Beachhead figure itself. As you can see, it's pretty much the same size, same height. So yeah, it's a cool. So there you have the 50th anniversary package of the Viper's Pit. So that's it for our review of the G.I. Joe 50th Anniversary 3-pack of the Viper's Pit. Overall, it's a pretty cool little set. The Viper figure is really awesome and outstanding. You get a fairly, I wouldn't say it's an outstanding figure, but it's a decent figure in the Cobra Trooper. And Beachhead is also just an average figure. Doesn't really stand out too awful much. So as far as an overall set, it's kind of hit and miss. If you're a fan, you've probably already picked these things up, so no big deal. If you're not, I don't know. I would say it's you can probably pass on this one. But again, it's a cool Viper figure, so I would recommend picking it up just for that, if nothing else. So yeah. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you coming by. Subscribe to our channel below. Check out some of our previous videos. Look for more exciting videos coming out in the near future. Leave us some comments down below. Let us know how you think we're doing. If you want to see something specific in the future, let us know. Pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and until next time, Yo Joe.